At a train station, train guard Joe is doing his shift. He then goes to his locker to change. Inside, he finds a notice telling him he has failed to get the position he hoped for. He crushes the letter in frustration just as his supervisor appears and asks him to cover the night duty because the usual night guard is sick. Joe wants to refuse, but he changes his mind when he notices that Ellen, the trolley worker he likes, is assigned to the same train tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your guard speaking, and I'd like to welcome you aboard the... I'd like to remind you at this time to have your tickets ready for inspection.
Tickets and passes, please.
Sir.
See, I found a trace. Tickets, please.
I take this train every single day.
Those are the rules.
Joe notices that the bathroom door carries an out-of-order sign and water leaks across the floor. He then continues walking, asking for tickets. He then finally meets Ellen in the corridor. She tells him that she heard about him losing the promotion and encourages him to try again. Joe then gathers the courage to invite her out.
You could with the passengers. People like you.
Do you want to go for a drink later on?
I don't think anywhere will be open. I better get on, but good luck next time.
Right.
As the train enters a wooded area, a sharp metallic screech echoes through, and the entire vehicle shudders to a stop. Joe heads through the carriages to find the cause. He spots a shape moving behind a door, but before he can open it, the speakers interrupt him. The driver announces that the train has struck something on the tracks and asks everyone to stay calm while they assess the situation.
Here's yours.
Cheers, yeah.
Maybe you should check on the others.
Around them, passengers begin to panic, so Joe walks through the train trying to steady their nerves. He attempts to contact the driver, Tony, through the radio, but receives no response. He switches to the intercom to reassure the passengers instead. Outside, Tony discovers a deer caught in the wheels, and he struggles to pull it free. While Tony works, a sound rises from the darkness behind him. When he turns, a strange creature lunges at him and begins tearing him apart.
This is a no-smoking train, miss.
Yes, sir.
Growing uneasy, Joe unlocks the control cabin with his own keys and finds it empty. He peers outside but sees no sign of Tony. Joe then calls the company's emergency team. They explain through heavy static that the storm has delayed them and they cannot reach the train for 4 hours. Joe relays the 4-hour wait to the passengers, which sets off a wave of fear and complaints.
Are you telling us the driver is missing?
I don't know. I'm trying to work on it. I didn't want to worry you, so I didn't say anything.
You need to get your supervisor on the radio.
Want my money back?
Just calm
Get
down.
your supervisor on the radio!
Adrian shouts for everyone to stop arguing and suggests they walk to the next station since no one has phone signal. Joe tries to warn them it is unsafe and that he could lose his job, but the group overrules him, leaving him with no choice but to lead them. Once Joe gets the door open, the entire group forms a narrow line and walks alongside the train, not realizing that something hidden among the trees is watching their every move.
Can you hurry up at the front?
So we're not dressed for this?
It's not exactly a favourite pastime of mine, trekking through the woods.
Scary.
Flames might be better than
See your tutorial with the deer or something. Keep going.
After a while, a rustling sound rises from the bushes, so Joe and Ellen step away from the others to check it. What they find is Tony's body, torn apart and left on the ground. Shocked, they rush back and tell everyone to return to the train immediately. In the distance, long howls and low growls echo through the woods.
Where's the key?
Where's the key? Got it. Yeah, put it in. Come on. Wait, come on. Wait. Come on.
Jenny is placed on a seat while Ellen rinses the injury with water and wraps it tightly, trying to control the bleeding. Billy and Matthew shine a flashlight through the window, but the darkness outside swallows everything. Joe checks the door again, and as he touches it, the creature slams into the metal and growls. The group goes silent, listening to claws drag across the surface of the train.
Gotta get her to a hospital. We need to get her to a hospital.
Joe, we need to call someone.
Now! Go now!
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Billy joins him and explains he studies engineering. After inspecting the control panel, he points out a fuel leak that split the line during the crash, which means the train will not move unless they repair it. Outside, the antenna is broken. Joe returns to the others. The passengers argue over what kind of creature attacked the train. Adrian insists it is a bear, but Nina reminds him that bears do not howl.
Any bears or wolves around here for centuries, all right?
It was more like a man. It wasn't an animal.
What happened to the driver? What aren't you telling us?
That's inside the train.
Inside. What are you doing? No, that's not a good idea.
Joe, Adrian, and Billy move slowly until they reach the bathroom, where the sound is loudest. Adrian prepares to strike, and Joe unlocks the door, only for Paul to tumble out. He explains he has been stuck in there since before the crash. When they return, Paul hears the whole story. Instead of panicking about the creature, he complains that he missed his stop.
It's great to have you on board.
She's got a fever.
A shock.
I've dealt with a dog bite before.
They're looking after her, don't worry.
There was so much blood.
My daughter's got shoes like those. They're cool. She hardly ever talks to me anymore. She says that I embarrass her.
My mum's my best friend.
Billy.
Suddenly, without warning, the creature slams against the door again and then climbs onto the roof. The weight of its steps makes the lights flicker and fade. At that same moment, Nina suddenly gets a phone signal, and her mother calls her. She tries to ask for help, but before she can finish, the creature smashes through the window. It seizes her by the legs and drags her out while she screams for help. Kate reaches for her, desperate to pull her back, but Matthew hauls Kate away, knowing she would be pulled out as well.
We can't just leave her!
She's gone!
We can't just leave her! Why did you stop me? I'm gonna go!
The group starts arguing until Jenny's husband, Ged, shouts over them and forces the carriage into silence. He reminds everyone that they only stand a chance if they work together. The train has a toolbox, so the passengers begin ripping apart seats and loose fittings to reinforce every door and window they can reach.
What's wrong with you? Oh, dodgy kebab gave me the shits.
I'm sorry about being such a cow to you before.
Tell me about it.
So, it's nearly empty. Is there any water anywhere?
I was told you might have a bottle of water.
Yeah, of course.
Time drags on. Jenny and Kate talk quietly, regretting that they never even learned Nina's name. Jenny confesses she always wanted children but could never have any. In another corner, Adrian talks privately with Joe. He explains he owns 2 sets of keys because he has 2 houses, one for his family and another in a hidden place for his affairs. He says he believes in doing whatever is needed to survive, even if it is selfish, and he asks Joe to join him in escaping while leaving the others behind.
Survival of the fittest, my friend. You think about it. Jesus. Jenny? Jenny!
Someone's missing.
Football guy.
What?
Yeah, he said he needed a shit.
Howl!
What?
Howl, come on, hurry up, open the door. What?
You can't open the door, just...
As Joe tries to force the door open, the bathroom light shatters and the creature drops through the ceiling to attack Paul. The door warps under the impact, forcing Joe to step back as blood starts seeping through the cracks. He looks through a small opening and sees Paul's body covered in blood. When Joe hurries back to rejoin the others, he discovers that Adrian has already locked the connecting door from the other side. Hearing the chaos, Adrian decides to abandon the group entirely. He tears away the barricade at the boarding door, planning to escape alone, but the door refuses to open because Joe still holds the key.
We need your help!
Pass me that!
The others tackle the creature from behind, hitting and stabbing it with anything sharp or heavy they can find. Billy is grabbed by the throat and lifted toward the ceiling, only to be dropped when Adrian slams the creature's stab wound with the fire extinguisher. Matthew then rushes in holding an axe and swings repeatedly, striking the creature again and again until it collapses for good. Kate pulls Matthew away as he breaks down, shaking uncontrollably.
It's a man. More like a dog's.
More like a wolf's.
Like a full moon, silver bullet sort of thing?
No.
As the group analyzes the body, they notice a ring on its finger and its human features. Jenny's early claim now seems true. Some passengers cover the body while Ged explains an old local story. Years ago, a train derailed in this same area. Many bodies were found torn apart, others missing entirely, and authorities never solved it. Ged thinks the same creature was responsible. Without warning, the werewolf's body twitches back to life and releases a final howl. Joe slams its head with the fire extinguisher until it stops moving again. Out in the forest, distant howls rise in response. Their leader's cry has reached the pack.
Jenny?
Jen? She's one of them.
Leave her alone! She's sick!
And if we are going to survive, she has to go. Man.
No, you stay away from her, okay? No! Stop it!
Daddy, where am I?
The group decides to restrain both Adrian and Jenny with belts before anything worse happens. After they secure them, they form a plan. Billy will check the engine and try to repair the damage, and he shows Ellen which controls to use so she can push the train forward the moment it responds.
Pull down hard here, engage forward in the column. Oh, and if you can remember to pick me up on the way out, I'll buy you a beer. Guess we'll see if she was right.
This is your guard speaking.
I'd like to apologise once again for the delay to your journey this evening.
A few hours ago we were strangers. And most of you probably wish we still were. We're gonna do whatever it takes to survive.
I know you all just want to get home.
Next stop, Eastborough.
Outside, Matthew and Billy climb down and quickly locate the damaged fuel line. Billy crawls underneath the train to repair it, while Matthew stands guard with his flashlight. Inside the carriage, Kate confesses that she once had a reckless night with Adrian, though Adrian brushes it off as another forgettable fling. Jenny's breathing suddenly becomes harsher, and Adrian keeps demanding that they act before she loses control.
Why did you want that stupid promotion anyway?
I guess I thought I could change something. Make people notice me.
You've helped those people. You've helped all of us.
I found a leak. Underqualified my ass.
All that business with the axe. I don't know what came over me.
A noise rises from the forest and Matthew moves toward it, leaving Billy in total darkness. Following the sound, Matthew hears Nina calling for help. He goes deeper into the trees, only to find Nina's body thrown across a high branch, while a werewolf tears into her remains. Horrified, he turns and runs, but a pack surrounds him from all sides. He swings his axe wildly, but the creatures overwhelm him, dragging him to the ground and ripping him apart.
Help!
Matthew!
here! Wolf out there! And there's one fucking wolf in here!
That should be it.
Okay, fuel. Yes.
The pack reaches the train and slams against the front window, startling Joe and Ellen. They manage to get the engine running at last. Billy clings to the underside of the carriage to avoid being left behind. Back inside, Jenny's transformation is complete. Kate races to untie Adrian before Jenny breaks her restraints. Adrian tries to help Ged restrain her, but Jenny knocks him to the floor effortlessly. Another werewolf bursts through the doorway and snatches Kate. She screams for help, but Adrian kicks her away, sending both her and the werewolf tumbling out of the train.
Please, please don't.
Jen. Oh, shit.
Outside, Billy struggles to hold on but slips, destroying the repairs by accident. The train halts again. Joe and Ellen rush out of the control room and attack Jenny together, stabbing her before she can kill Adrian. Joe, furious at Adrian for everything he caused, tackles him and starts beating him.
I should still be alive if you hadn't tied me up. Where exactly are we going to, boss? Unless one of us stays behind.
Stop it! Over there! Get back!
You really think you're in control, don't you, Joe?
While Ellen helps Joe to his feet, Adrian slips between them and blocks the exit. He snatches the door keys, then leaps out of the train to save himself. Wolves gather around Joe and Ellen, closing in from both sides, but before they can strike, Billy appears at the doorway. He holds a torch and throws it at the nearest creature, setting its fur ablaze and lighting the carriage on fire. He then ignites a burning torch and forces the rest of the monsters backward, buying a few precious seconds. He hands Joe and Ellen a crowbar so they can pry open the door. As soon as the gap is wide enough, the two jump out. Billy tries to follow, but a werewolf drags him away, and his screams are cut short as he is torn apart. Breathless and terrified, Joe realizes the pack is gaining. Knowing they cannot outrun them together, he kisses Ellen and tells her to keep running while he stays behind. She hesitates, crying, before she finally turns and escapes down a narrow path. Joe confronts the pack alone, swinging the metal shard and stabbing one of the creatures, but the wolves overwhelm him. Later, Ellen stumbles into the next train station, covered in mud and shaking. She still clutches Joe's name badge in her hand. Somewhere in the forest, Adrian runs blindly until he finds abandoned clothes on the ground. Before he can make sense of it, the pack surrounds him. Joe, now fully transformed, lunges at him. Did this story spook you out? Let us know in the comments below. For more horror movie recaps, subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next one. Fear awaits you.